In fact, there's growing fears around the country over another round of potential supply chain issues. The U.S. Labor Secretary meeting with the union and rail officials today to try and avoid a rail strike as a deadline to reach a deal looms over the nation's railways. Morgan Norwood has more.
A major supply chain disruption now looming over America, with tens of thousands of rail workers threatening to strike over working conditions. Amtrak, which operates on tracks owned by the freight railroads, canceling all long-distance trains starting Thursday as talks continue.
That would be horrible because a lot of people use that to commute.
And in California, commuters wondering what the fallout means for them.
I might have to rent a car, and now I'm wasting 3 hours on the interstate.
All of this comes after major freight rail companies failed to come to an agreement with two unions representing 60,000 rail workers across America. One union rejecting a tentative agreement, sending companies back to the drawing board to address demands from employees.
The sick time, just trying to get us some sick time to be able to take care of, one, ourselves, and two, our loved ones. That's what we're fighting for, is the quality of life.
The Consumer Brands Association sounding the alarm, telling President Joe Biden in a letter that this will hurt the U.S. consumers and imperil the availability, affordability, and accessibility of everyday essential products. Washington urging rail companies and the unions to work it out as soon as possible. And today, Labor Secretary Marty Walsh meeting with union and rail officials to help push those talks along.
We have made crystal clear to the interested parties the harm that American families, businesses, and farmers and communities would experience.
For now, freight companies are preparing for the worst and are not accepting goods. The food from this farm may not make it to the millions of tables across America.
We got a big crop sitting out here, bigger than normal, and a lot of bad things can happen if this rail strike happens.
And an industry trade group says a strike could cost the economy $2 billion per day. Railroads need to reach an agreement with all of their unions to avert a strike deadline. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.